there, Ringside Crew.
Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Alfie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl, Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Decker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Tasman inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to the UK spotlight of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. Hi, Sam. I am your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain all the way down to all 50 states in the globe, it's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, International Known? What's going on, everybody? How's it going, Joe? How's it going today? How's it going, everyone out there in the UK?
Hey, Sam. Welcome. And Geek, are you so excited today? We're not just talking regular wrestling. Today we're doing a spotlight. It's UK Wrestling Day, fans. Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah.
So let you introduce our guest, right now.
So let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to our guest, Alex Kazam.
Hi.
Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And you're the first of our awesome guests from the UK. We're giving a spotlight to the UK. So if our fans are not familiar with you and the promotion you wrestle for, introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, yes. I'm Alice Azam. I wrestle for Quality Wrestling, a wrestling promotion. I train there. And yeah, they're in the south coast of the south of England, in Havant, which is in Hampshire. And yeah, it's a great place to train. Really friendly, really great. There's lots of up and coming talent there at the moment. So yeah, definitely check out Quality Wrestling if you want to see what that looks like.
Awesome. Hey, Harley is one of our many super fans. Harley.
Hi.
Harley is. Oh, she just said she said you're so pretty.
Oh, thanks.
She is what you would call a super fan. In America, we have just fans of the indies. She's like a super fan of the promotion that's in Pennsylvania called PPW.
Oh, nice.
And we got her through another female wrestler from the indies in Pennsylvania, and like. Every picture I see on her Instagram is pictures from PPW. I'm like, wow. I wish, as Geek, am I right? As a kid, don't you wish that you had independent wrestling like this? Like, I don't remember independent. Like, see, if I would have known more about independent wrestling as a kid, am I right, Alex Sam? Like, as a kid, don't you wish there was more independent wrestling like this? Like, as a teen.
I remember growing up when actually I used to be like, damn. I wanted to watch more wrestling, and I say, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll just tape Monday Night Raw, keep watching it over and over. Watch the next one. Now, it's amazing how much content we actually have. We have the WWE Network. We have Peacock. We have, tell me out, Joe. We have Honor Club. There's IWTV is another one that is like this New Japan World.
What do you think about that, Alice? They're like, back in the day, the indie scene was just this little tiny farmland thing. Now you go to a grocery store and there's a poster on for different events every weekend. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I wonder whether you just get primed to notice it once you start getting into wrestling, because then suddenly that's what you're seeing everywhere if you're looking out for it. Whereas before you might be just like everything gets lost in the sea of posters. Yeah, I don't remember watching any indie wrestling as a kid. It was all just WWF or WWE as it is now. And that was it really. Like even for British wrestling, like where they had World of Sport and everything, that wasn't something that you'd really, maybe some kids were into it if their parents were, but it wasn't like that kind of glitzy, like high performance sort of thing that American entertainment style wrestling is. So it's it's nice to see more indie wrestling, and it's nice when kids are there as well because it's just they bring it's very joyful.
Yeah, it like Harley. We have our first question of the day.
I actually forgot. Hello, Fight TV. There you go, Stefan. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Fight TV. Yeah, we have Fight TV.
Harley has a question in the chat, Geekins.
All right.
Oh, comments. I'm on the other one. There we go.
Have you ever?
I'm not even looking at these. There we go. Shall I read them?
Yeah. Geek. She put it on the screen.
Oh, here we go. Have you ever wrestled in the USA? No, I haven't. As I was saying earlier, like I've not even been to the USA, so it'd be on my bucket list of places to go.
Yeah.
As I said before we were live, the East Coast, not just on the West Coast, because you guys would probably beat me up and chop me to death. But,
oh yeah.
An age-old fight.
Oh God, I joke with Geek. I said we go to England. I know. We were joking with Lunatrix, and she was like, we'll teach you how to wrestle. I'll give you a chop. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be like a conga line. She'll be like, Geek, Joe, stand in line. Wham! Welcome to America. Welcome to England. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, we were just joking. I say, yeah, it's like the mob, like, yeah, you have to hit him harder. Hit him harder.
Yeah. No, Geek's girlfriend has that New York, Long Island accent. So it's like a little Italian, a little whatever else, but it's sounds like this when she talks, so it's like hit him harder, hit him harder.
There's some accents that are just really pleasing to the ear. That's one of the ones I really like.
I think you would like it in the New York area. We have like different accents for different areas. Like Brooklyn has more of the Italian accent. Like Long Island has more like a nasally accent. Kind of sounds horrible saying that because I grew up there. Like
Joe's became a Long Island hater ever since he moved.
I love Long Island. My favorite thing about going to Long Island is going to the beach. Like,
is it like a sandy beach?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
you don't seem so sure.
I haven't, like, I would say, right, Geek? It's kind of sandy. Like, it's like,
yeah.
But it's good to wear flip flops or Crocs, as I like to wear all the time.
Very cool.
Yeah, my dirty Crocs. As I show my dirty Crocs. Oh, like your best wear Crocs because if it's summertime, you will be burning your feet.
Yeah. I imagine it gets hotter over there. Do I watch NXT UK? I've watched a bit. Do you know what? I definitely should watch more. There's so much. We were just talking about how many wrestling promotions there are. Yeah. There's so much wrestling. Like, oh my God, how much can you fit in the week? I got really into AEW, and now I'm like, that's taken up sort of so much of my time. I seem to have like crossed promotions a bit. Not that I have anything against obviously like the other side of big promotions, but it's nice to look at a company doing it slightly differently.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so many promotions in the UK. It's like ever since me and Joe started doing this podcast, it's like there's always a new promotion. I'm like, wow, I'm first learning about this promotion now. And me and Joe are like, wow, I never heard of this promotion.
Like there's one called SOS that keeps popping in our chat every once in a while. That'll give us a poster here and there to like show their events. SOS. There's Outcast. There's Coventry Pro. There's UK Wrestling. I said to Geek, we're gonna have to go to the UK like the $1 Million Man with suitcases of money.
Yeah, even before this podcast, I just heard the only two promotions I heard of was Progress and Rev Pro, which are the big ones out in the
and
UK.
Power Slam. That's another one that's in England. Power Slam.
ICW.
That's
in Scotland. But
I mean, I probably don't. I mean, I definitely don't know all of them. There's a lot.
It's so crazy because in America, the indie promotions, either you know them from hearsay because people talk about them all the time, or you're just walking into a grocery store like my mom did a few days ago. That's how I found out there's a show coming up in Sussex, New Jersey. ISPPW. I guess that's what they called. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my mom sent me the poster. Tito Santana's going to be on the roster. And I'm like, And we just had his daughter on the podcast, Jenny Santana. That's another promotion that you should definitely keep your ear to the ground about if you ever going to come to America. It's in Vegas, called UWW.
Oh, nice. Well, do you know what? Like, I don't know the one thing else that I would like to do in Vegas is watch a drag show, like a really big one in Vegas. So I feel like because like drag and
Hey, how's it
wrestling
going?
are like two things that are so great together.
Let's give a warm
Hey, hi, Amber.
return to our friend and fellow awesome member of the family. It's the notorious yourself, Amber Joe.
Hello, sorry, I can't stay for too long. I've been dragged into babysitting.
Oh, it's okay. Welcome,
Yeah.
Amber. Welcome back.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm sporting shorter hair.
Yes, the hair is beautiful, Amber. We love it.
It just won't stay up.
I wish I had that problem. Oh, the hair. I'm like, oh, the hair. I'm like, I wish I had that problem. Man, it's been a while, Amber. It's been a while. So what have you been up to? See, it's like,
God,
Falling over.
it's like my
it
life.
has been a while. I just debuted. I debuted in Scotland.
Wow.
I'm back again in 2 weeks. I got my Immortal Wrestling, and then I've also filming for a TV show in July. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
Many
awesome.
blessings. That's awesome. That's so cool, bud. Oh my god.
Which promotion in Scotland, if you don't mind me asking?
CCW.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
We
Yeah.
know about that one. Wow.
Yes, we just had a triple. I had a triple threat ladder match, and so it's the first time that the women have done something like that. It's the first time that women have been doing match before the main event as well, and also we're going to have the very first last woman standing match. So it's going to be great.
That's awesome.
Alice, I love the new hair.
Oh, I love
Oh, thanks.
I love your hair.
So-
I haven't been at training for so long, and I'm just missing out everything.
I've been off for a month because I injured my back, so no, it looks like neither of us have. This is why why neither of us have actually seen each other in ages anyway. Yeah, it's good now.
Mental. I'm glad.
This is another way that you guys could all see each other when you can't be with each other, doing a podcast with the dudes at ringside.
I know. Congrats on the shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
Thank
You know, that's once again geek, as I say, dudes at ringside magic.
Right there, the nudes at ringside voodoo right there.
See voodoo. I think Papa Shango with a skull, aka Lunar.
I just need a passport because I've been offered bookings internationally as well. So I need to afford a passport.
Come to America, Amber.
There's
That's
another.
where I'm going. There's 3 states. So there's Tennessee. Oh, right, that's me having to go. But there's Tennessee, there's Ohio, and there's also Florida, which you could hopefully see me there soon. But I'm gonna have to run. Have a really great show. Just thought I'd pop in to say hello and good luck.
Thank you so
and
much.
many blessings,
Bye.
buddy.
See you soon.
Many
Bye.
blessings.
Later.
That was cool. Oh wow, we didn't even chance to put the breaking news that for us because she's been on our podcast before, and we came on, we had like I messed up with the schedule, and then we got her back, and to hear all that positive stuff coming out of Amber, wow.
Yeah.
But we hope
she's
you're
doing
back
well.
still better.
Good person. Really good person.
She's a
yeah.
sweet person, and that's another wrestler that if you didn't know, I would have told you need to find Amber Joe and go under the tree of Amber Joe and learn from her, because she's got many stories and she's good people. Like she's one of those British wrestlers that you definitely need to learn from her. Like learn something from her and let it stick.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
There you go.
We kept sorry, Harley. We got drifted away, kind of.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been keeping an eye on the chat. Dream match. So is that going to be like achievable sort of dream match, or is that like dream match? You know, like no, like anything.
I guess she meant like a dream match, like who would you want to wrestle in the future, or maybe like your dream, like past or present wrestler that you would love to see in the ring against. Dream anything.
Anything, anybody. So
Dream anything, or just like matches that I would like to see kind of happen, I suppose. That is a good question. What is my dream match? My dream would be to go to Japan and wrestle in Stardom.
yeah.
they're getting bigger. With
Yeah.
you, oh, she meant like with you. Like, who'd you want to wrestle against?
Who do I want to wrestle against? Yeah, you know, like any. I mean, I would love to go wrestle in Stardom. I mean, that if that was like the biggest dream ever, you know, like I just think people learn so much when they go over to Japan and wrestle, and some of the wrestlers over there, I'm a really big fan of, like Starlight Kid and Julia and all the, you know, the kind of different factions and stuff. That's really cool. But if you were thinking like locally and stuff like that, do you know what, our academy has so many great trainees. I'm really excited just to wrestle with some of the people at our academy that I haven't wrestled with yet, in a show or in a singles match or things like that. Like me and Amber haven't have a match yet, and we go to the same academy, so that would be fun. And some of the guys that go down there are sort of from my local area as well, and I think we're in sort of Worthing, which is the south coast, and putting on a Worthing show and being able to wrestle with shout out David Lovejoy, Carlos Chaotico, Draculad, James Lugosi. Yeah, they would be great to wrestle with, because I've wrestled with them before, but just like as singles matches and as a local show. So yeah, I've got like achievable dreams, and then big sparkly ones too.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, do you collect anything? That is that's taken me by surprise. Do I collect anything? Oh, I'm guessing if I have to think about it, the answer is probably no. I, like everybody, I've got like a handful of kind of pop figures and comics and oh, of course I do. Vinyl. I collect vinyl records. I DJ as well. So
there's one place, if you ever come to Pennsylvania, there's a place in Stroudsburg. I don't know if it's still open, Alice, but they sell vinyl records. It's an old record store. They still say I've driven by a few times and I go, man, this place is still open. Nobody buys CDs anymore. Like, how do you make business? Maybe the DJs buying records, but like it has an old Michael Jackson record from the Thriller, and they have.
Has the vinyl scene like built itself back up in America? Because over here it's really big.
There's a lot of people that still collect, and you wouldn't think they collect. And my dad has records from like the 70s and 80s, and I'm like,
yeah, no, me too. I've got lots of 70s and 80s records, so yeah, I collect a lot of that. I've got a very big collection.
So we forgot to ask the most important question, Joe.
Okay,
who trained you?
So I'm training at Quality. That's owned by Rishi and Raj. They sometimes wrestle as the Bombay Bad Boys, but Rishi Ghosh, Prince of Mumbai, he's our sort of main trainer, and so he's really great. He's really approachable, really friendly, he had a little cameo in Fighting with My Family, the film. So you see him at the beginning.
Another one.
That's
another
awesome.
one. That person, the second person that we've had on, like as a guest we've had, that they mentioned they had a part in that movie. Like,
oh, okay, yeah. He was at the beginning in the little training bit where they're kind of deciding who they're taking through. He was the one in the kind of leopard print outfit. I don't know if you remember. But yeah, no. So he's our trainer, and yeah, it's a really, really nice place to go.
So what's your favorite food?
Anything spicy. Love hot food.
I hate hot foods. That's it gives me a bellyache. So.
Loads of heat for me. Like sort of Middle Eastern food or Indian food, or love Japanese food as well. I just love food. I'm a big foodie.
Yeah.
So what about you guys?
You go first.
My favorite food: love pizza, burgers, pasta. That's me right there. Love pizza.
I'm half Puerto Rican, so I'm partial to like rice and beans with the hot sauce on it. Like I love burritos, I love tacos, I love pizza, Greek food, Indian food, like Mediterranean food. My mom every Friday makes falafels.
Oh, that's nice.
So good. She makes her own tzatziki sauce too and stuff like that. And whew, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my kind of food. I feel like food just exists for dips. Like dips are like the main bit of food.
Yeah. My mom always makes the falafels on Friday, like, and she'll have to make it the day before the chickpeas and have them in a bowl and bake it the day before, so it does so the falafel's not so crunchy. I guess she said. I'm not too sure how to say it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, let me keep an eye on the chat. Do you have any pets? Oh, I wish I had pets. I rent, so we're not allowed to have pets or anything like that. But if I was allowed to have a pet, it would be a dog because I love dogs. Yeah, flea friendly. Oh, yeah.
Any advice? Want to be a wrestler?
Oh yeah, just the hardest bit is just turning up to training the first time, because usually so there's such a tight community, you'll start to feel, and hopefully, if it's the right place, you'll start to feel welcome, and that's the hardest bit, because obviously it's difficult to learn and to build your confidence. But starting young's great, because then you get to develop confidence earlier. I don't think I would have been too shy at 15, and I think that's a shame sometimes. I think it would be, really nice to start early.
So what was it like your first day of training? Like, was it like when you had to take a bump? Was it like really like, oh crap, I can't do this anymore? And then, or you're like, nah, I did it. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's taken. Like a nice flat back bump has taken its little bit of time. All the other stuff, I was like, oh great, I really want to get used to jumping off ropes and stuff like that. But taking the bumps, oh my god, I was such a wimp. But then once I feel like that's something which recently has started to become a little bit easier. I'm like, finally, I'm starting to get it. Just build it with your strength in your neck, and then once you've got that, you don't worry so much again, because you think I always tuck my chin in, it's fine. I'm not ever going to forget to do that. It's an actual reflex. But yeah, we started on mats, and even then I was like, ah. But then for my 30th, there was a little film of me at the academy taking 30 bumps.
Oh jeez, that's like basically like the.
It was on a mat.
What you call it? Like, all right, birthday punches. All right, there you go. 30 bumps. There you go.
Yeah. By the end of it, I just sort of spit around and fall over.
Yeah, it's hard because when you're young in this wrestling world, if you want to become a wrestler, you go into your first class, and the first bump you have to take is that fall back thing, and if you hit that mat and you're like, okay, I think I'm dead. I don't think you'll. Some people at the next time they're like, no, mom, I cancel. Get the money back, or do a refund. But after the first bump that you hit the mat and you hurt a little bit, some people pain. I'll go back and do it again.
Yeah, I'll go back and do it again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just leave, because that's your dream. That's your dream, and you can't get away. You can't get away from it. You know what I mean?
You do it anyway, and you can't let that. I mean, it's fairly intuitive that if you wrestle, it's probably going to be you probably can have some aches and pains, but you do it because you love it and you want to. But saying that, yeah, it has taken its time with that. One piece of advice that I was given was sort of, if you've been off for a little bit, just walk into the ring and take a bump. Just so that you just get that out of your system straight away. So I've been off for a month, and I'm going back on Wednesday. And the first thing I'm going to do is just walk in the room, just take a bump, just so I can say it's done. Right, okay, I'm back.
I think if it was Geek, I just would have quit right then and there.
Oh no, I really miss it. I miss it so much. I can't believe how much I miss training. That's the one thing that shows that I feel like I'm really enjoying it now, because being off for even just that amount of weeks, I'm seeing all the pictures and stuff, being like, oh, I'm missing out.
It's that's I know that Geek fear that we go to England and Luna's like, okay, line up, guys. Wham!
No, we got to go to every single school in England and be like, okay, guys, we're going to go to this school, then we're going to get chopped.
But I'm afraid those group of wrestlers that we messaged so much that they didn't even tell us no, and then they look in their DMs and they're like, dude's at ringside. I'll take care of them. You two come with us. Fuck.
Oh no. That's it. That's it, Joe. It's like we're getting the worst chop we've ever gotten.
Every school we go to, there's the person in England that hates us. And it's the same. The whole room is like,
No, they're just like this. There's just one person that'll like.
They give us the meanest, biggest, scariest guy in that whole school. Like there's like if he's a luchador that he never knew about us, they whispered in their ear and they told them about us. Oh no! Wait, Harley, question.
Yeah, no, Harley's just making a comment. Like you basically walk in there like you own the place, basically.
Or you think you own it, and then you take the bump, and you're like, I don't own it anymore. I'm scared.
As long as you look like you own it on your shows, that's the main thing. If you don't look like that in training, you're fine. Like that's the time to laugh it off and shake it off. Yeah, like not being embarrassed in training is something that definitely was taking time as well. Because when you first start, I just feel like that's like self-consciousness is like the enemy of feeling like productive there.
It's like that episode.
Sorry, Joe, I cut you off. Sorry.
No, it's like that episode of Family Guy when Peter's like, I'm gonna go out, and he comes back in. I saw myself in the mirror, and I don't want to go anymore. That's how you take the first bump. You're like, I took a first bump, and I don't want to go. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, I remember going into the first group and they're all so lovely. But I walked in and was just like, and at the time, the other girls hadn't got back to training yet. It was sort of all COVID times, and it was it was just before then actually. But it was just a big room full of guys that were all like wrestling on the circuit, and then some were trainees, but they were trainees as well. But yeah, it was really like, oh my god, what am I getting into? I'm a 4'9" tiny person and just running in like, oh.
You'll be a perfect match for one of our former guests, Shorty from the UK. From you and Shorty would be a good matchup because you're about the same height.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's hard to find an opponent that would be in the same like height. You don't want to feel like you're over-heighted against somebody else. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes the height difference is entertaining. You know, it's like that's cool in itself. But the match that we did recently, that was me, Bookworm, Abby Cartwright, and Lila Carl. We're all short. Abby's the tallest, but we're all quite short. So it was great. I got to like, you know, lifting people up on my shoulders. Never felt so strong.
Yeah, like I feel bad. I wish we could have had Bookworm and your buddy there, but they Bookworms will be here sooner or later. Hopefully she shows up. Hope everything's okay on her end.
Yeah. The mixture of everybody seems to be ill at the moment, and also techie stuff. You know what it's like. It's
I had tech before the problems before, and I was like, oh great, what's going on now? It's like 200 episodes in, and we're like.
Yeah,
we're going through this again.
Episode. What is the episode today?
211.
211. You're 211.
Oh, amazing! I mean, you can just continue indefinitely, can't you? There's so many trainees and.
Me and Joe are going to continue this podcast, even though we get one or two people in the chat. You know, we love it.
We love this. We love this.
Oh, it's so nice.
We love American wrestling, but right now, me and Geek, we've said this like 5 or 6 times to each other. American wrestlers may give up on us and never want to talk to us again if something happens. But I know the British wrestlers would never give up on us. They're so friendly.
They're passionate. You know that?
You guys are passionate, and you're so friendly, and you're so welcoming. You may not know us because we're from America, but you're like, they're trying to help us. American wrestlers are like, oh, Pish Posh, I didn't see your message. It was in the request box. You guys are like, hey, what's up? like, you're so friendly. Like that's why we love the UK wrestling scene because we've watched some of your stuff, and we're like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And you guys are awesome to talk to, by the way. You guys always create a great conversation. So yeah.
Oh, that's good. You never know whether you're going to have anything to say. I sort of planned that I was going to prepare something, and then I was sort of DJing a weekend, and I thought, I've got no time to prepare. I'm just going to turn up.
You DJ on the side?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, which is fun. I've had two shows Friday and Saturday night. So
sorry, Geek got Undertakered.
Someone just turned the lights off on me. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, are you just about to get chokeslammed? Because
I don't know.
If that was your first bump, that would be pretty bad.
Imagine this. There's a video I have to find. I don't want to find it because it kind of makes me sad. This guy look like either a backyard wrestling federation or it's just a room It's just like a guy in a promotion back in a outdoors, and he jumps. He does the howl of the wolf, and then all of a sudden,
Harley thinks it's funny. Yeah, I'm just waiting. In the
waiting for
background.
the gong. Are you waiting for the gong? Gong.
Just had a power edge, a small power edge, but I'm fine though. So
I can still see your teeth though. See, this is the thing about Americans, like good teeth. Like everyone's got good teeth. we famously do not.
Oh jeez. Harley's laughing her butt off over there. She's like, "Oh my god, Geeks in the Dark." I don't hear the gong. Gong.
Oh, I missed some questions. Do you have a favorite TV show? I do have a favorite TV show. My favorite TV show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That has been my favorite TV show since I was a kid. I've watched it so many times. It's super nerdy, I know. But yeah, I loved it.
Who's your favorite character on Buffy?
Oh, probably Willow. I would say like she's the standard favorite. I think. Yeah, I would say she's probably my favorite. Anya's up there as well for comedy value.
Cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let there be light.
I do watch shows that aren't from the 90s though. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a certain wrestler or a certain moment that made you want to become a professional wrestler?
The one that I sort of noticed when I was a kid was China. I'm sure everybody says China because she was the first of a lot of things, and she was just so powerful and so amazing, and she got to hang out with everybody else and be part of it where women weren't really offered that opportunity before. So really groundbreaking. So although I've obviously not got the stature of China, it's she was really inspirational for me, and then when I got back into it, actually getting back into it, so I watched it as a kid, and then I didn't for years, and then I sort of got back into it by watching an indie show, just with some people that I knew, and then thought, yeah, actually, why have I never thought about going to wrestling training? I've got 3 older brothers, and I got chokeslammed a lot. I think I can't believe I hadn't really thought of it. And then some of the people that I knew were actually training as well, and I'd seen their pictures, so I just sort of ended up turning out. And now, like, for this one little town in West Sussex, there's a few people that do it, so that's cool.
Do you have a favorite match that you enjoyed, or?
I love the remember the everything but the kitchen sink match.
I think I remember that one. That was with Jeff Jarrett, right?
Yeah, and yeah, and it came out just smacking stuff. But I remember the promos more than anything. The promos that did with DX and the kind of Mamacita era and stuff like that. That's what I really remember. Part of that as well was the PlayStation games, because they were, I'm sure people say that a lot as well, but they were really, like, everybody that grew up playing those games sort of like had their favorite ones they like to play at and stuff as well. So
Did you watch WrestleMania, or you didn't get the chance to watch WrestleMania?
I've watched these. It's so weird. I've watched the second day. I haven't watched the first one yet. But yeah, oh my god, that stunner that Vince took.
Oh my god, that's like the worst stunner in history.
My eyes get water thinking about it. It was so funny. That was like worth it. It was worth watching it literally just for that moment. It was so good.
But so to watch Vince McMahon, I know this is gonna say horrible to say, but you would think that he was such a horrible out of shape wrestler. The man is still fucking jacked.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, he's not a small looking guy, is he? But it looked like he backed away a little bit when it was supposed to happen. He was like, what's he doing?
Right.
Did he panic?
He took the suit off and everything off, and I'm like, this is not going to be good. And then I'm like, this dude is still ripped and everything. I'm like, he's like 70 something years old, and he's like still ripped.
To be fair, he is still ripped, and it was funny. Like, you're not going to forget it, are you? And if anything, that's probably good. But yeah, no, I did watch the second half, and yeah, it was good. Yeah, I don't think there was a dud in there.
I think that was like there. I just saw a video on it was in TikTok, and it was also on it was on Instagram. That was like the Attitude Era is goodbye. Pretty much, that's what someone was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that was the era of definitely watching it as a kid.
They didn't have The Rock. The Rock wasn't there. Me and Geek were like The Rock showing up at the end of the match.
Did you
had
think?
to. He had
We
to
all
have.
thought he was going to show up. We all thought he was going to show up. Like he's-
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that would have been cool.
He had to have because it was like 100. You would think it was 100,000 people was in AT&T Stadium. Vince needs The Rock, so or John Cena.
He's going to show up probably around Mania. I guarantee it. Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is going to show up.
Oh no, that is always the most exciting pay-per-view to watch. I just love a Royal Rumble. Again, that was when I was playing the games. Like that was always my favorite thing to do because I was terrible at it. So every time I came out, I was like pressing another button to be the next person, hearing all the intro themes, getting excited. Yeah, I love a Royal Rumble. And I love that they're bringing often in the Women's Rumble, they bring back a lot of wrestlers from the kind of Divas era and things like that, so that they can actually have their moment, like because they didn't really get a chance to have moments and stuff like that before. That felt,
Yeah. So
quite the same way.
So did you see? So you missed Cody pretty much. The Cody.
Yeah,
match.
I did. I knew he was good. Like I'd sort of read that he was going to go back, obviously, and when he left AEW, so I thought, oh, okay, well, he got. It looked like he got a better pop than he used to in AEW because for some reason, like the fans never really got on board, did they? So it's probably a good move to go back, isn't it? I mean, obviously money, but.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But even for like just generally, so that he can kind of do different things with his character, I think you can try what you like, but sometimes if the crowd aren't on board, they're just not on board.
Not only that, you can work with different people too, because now there's a whole bunch of first bases there. So
yeah, I like the cross pollination. Like I wonder whether more people from AEW will go across to WWE at any point and kind of like, I mean, obviously I know there's other promotions on TV. It's not to say that they're the only two, but it's interesting to think of the cross pollination. Like Charlotte Flair has won everything. Like she's obviously like just brilliant.
Not everything.
Seeing her, well, yeah, but seeing her in like seeing her in lots of different places would be pretty cool. Sometimes I think, I wonder when people get to a certain point, do they fancy moving and just getting a chance to fight with other wrestlers?
Exactly.
Like,
now. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Geek is now starting, like you say, he has won everything. You hear Vince McMahon doing like this.
Like, right, what's next?
Wait, she hasn't won the men's belt yet.
That's one thing me and Geek have been saying for a while. When are they going to have one of the champions of Raw and SmackDown say, we have no more contenders, and her music hits? When is that? When is that moment?
I wonder. I mean, TV.
She's good enough. She's good enough.
And she can take a bump. She can take a bump. She could probably take an F5. You know that she could take an F5 because she takes every other move and takes a bump hard.
I mean, there's no denying her capability, but the like televised wrestling has always been very hesitant with intergender matches, haven't they? Like the way that they do them is very careful. So yeah, you sort of wonder. I mean, she definitely could handle it. Of course she could. Like that would be amazing to see her just like beat someone down.
Yeah. But which one would you want to see her face, Roman or Brock?
AJ.
I'm saying current champions, Geek, not Geek's PlayStation WWE 2K22 champion.
I can't even imagine. I think I'd prefer to see her fight Seth Rollins.
Yeah, because Seth is more of her like height. No, she's taller than Seth.
She's probably taller than him. I know. I just think for the more like for the persona clash, I think they would like they would cut a cool promo together.
Yeah. Because I would be kind of nervous for her to face Brock. Because Brock, once he goes into that zone, he'll do what he did to friggin' Randy Orton to her. That elbow to the forehead crap. That freaked me out when he did that punch elbow thing and busted him open. I was like, no, that's not fake. Yeah. Something happened.
That, or I would love to see her face Roman just because the second generation match versus the second generation match right there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that would be... That would be interesting.
the clash of the styles right there, you know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like it must be good for challenging your own skill set to have like to always be against people that are a clash of styles. Oh, somebody got a dog.
Yeah, that's
the mascot.
That's the he calls it the mascot. That he gets my dog. Dexter getting mad at me saying, I have a dachshund, a dachshund.
Oh,
named Dexter Morgan. He's named for that TV show.
Oh, cool.
You could always message.
Oh, thanks.
You could always message the Bookworm and tell her that she could watch the show if she can't come into the show on Facebook.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Let me do that now.
She says she loves your accent, Harley.
Oh, thanks.
So
I swear, you ever come? And there's my phone, my house.
Do you know any other languages?
No, I don't know any other languages. Yeah, no, I learned just what people usually do in school, sort of French, and I learned Italian in my primary school. I still probably do a little bit of that, but yeah, not no. I wish I did. It'd be nice to. I feel like it's good for your brain to be able to switch between languages and things.
Exactly. That's why I was saying before we were live, I said I don't know that much Spanish, but like when you speak Spanish and you know English, and to hear other people speaking Spanish, it sounds like English. But like me and Geek, we talk to so many British people. Most people are like, my dad's like, do you know what they're saying? They sound like marbles. And then I go, I know what they're saying. Geek's like, yeah, I know what I'm saying. Because for the podcast, I used to work at Walmart and I was a greeter. And during the summertime, the camp by my house would have British people kids from England come over as counselors. And every summer, I would be like, hey, what's up? Hey, guys. Oh, my God. Hey, Joe. What's going on, buddy? How are you today? How's your weekend? I'm like, we're good. What pubs do you go to? I'm like, bars? Yeah, pub. Yeah, the pub. Bar. What bars do you go around here? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go to that bar tonight. Sounds good. Are you going to be there? And I was like, nah, not this weekend. And one weekend, they were all there. They're like, yeah, we're going to buy you a beer. I'm like, how old are you guys? I want to get fucking arrested. Well, 18. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah, drinking age is different, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Last year, we had that running joke. If we ever went to England, we'd rent out a pub, me and Geek, and we invited all our British wrestling friends, and then all of them that are younger than us, like, we'll buy you a beer. Fucking nuts, I ain't going to jail. Oh, British.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's different here.
Yeah, I guess when you're visiting America, it would be a shame to go before 21. If you wanted to do the nightlife, because it would probably be quite restrictive. I don't know what they're like IDing over there though. Like, I guess you might have the same like kind of differences between areas.
Yeah, you can go into the bar. You can go into the bar if they're doing like a club night, but you can't drink. You'll have to drink soda or water.
They give you like a wristband.
You get the wristband. You'll get the wristband or the thing X on your hand proving you're not legal to drink.
I have to bring my ID anyway. People look at me and they're like,
I saw the picture of the three of you. I'm like, she's like about my height. Yay, we'll meet each other and we'll be like, hi.
Yeah. A bungee.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
explain, bungee. Harley. What's a bungee? A bummer. Oh, she wrote bummer.
Oh, autocorrect. Okay, I'm like, is this slang that I don't know?
It's that new age talk, Joe. That we
remember. Harley is younger than all three of us. She's the young. She's our widow. She's a widow young fan. She's the millennial. You know, the young.
I'm a millennial.
Gen Z.
Just about.
We had a tag team. We had a wrestler from America that's really good. What's his name again?
I'm not saying names, but I know who you're talking about.
He says no cap and stuff like that. That's like the younger wrestlers. They're like, no cap, bro, no cap. And I'm just like,
I don't get it.
What is he saying? You invited him. What is he saying?
Just smile and nod. Smile and nod. Yeah.
And put the sign on the thing like help me.
I would not want to mess with him, Joe.
Like no cap. Yeah, no cap. Yeah, no cap.
No cap.
So now, Harley, are you gonna tease me when you meet me finally? Joe, yeah, Joe. Hey, what's up? No cap. You were my number one fan. I don't have number one fan. Thanos style. It truly is. Harley is our number one fan because she's there every single episode when she can.
Yeah.
She's always there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Very supportive.
I think if we have nobody, if there's a number one in the chat, either on Twitch or Facebook, that's Harley. And she's always right now on my end. It's just Harley's face with the tongue out all the way down to the bottom.
And she's the coolest. You
She's-
know?
Oh, that's cool. Well, then, like, you know that when you're doing it, like, you know that you can guarantee that there's somebody watching that's into it.
Like,
Yep.
and that's why I sent her the sticker and the lanyards. So, because like, she's there. She's like our supporter. Like, she supports us.
And all
Like,
the wrestlers that we talked to that know her, they said nothing but good things about her. Nothing but
sweet,
good things.
friendly. She's bubbly. She's always happy. She's always there to talk. And she,
If they said unkind things, I would question what kind of wrestler or what kind of person they were.
Yeah.
Who would, like be really horrible to a really friendly fan like that? That is unacceptable.
and it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we gotta respect her because she's part of the wrestling family, and like she's what wrestlers want. A fan that will support you throughout thick and thin. You know, that's what you need in the fan base. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I know you probably have fans like that when you do shows, like the little kids or the younger adults that are like that by the ring or after your match, go by your tables and you're like, can I have an autograph? Can I take a picture with you? Stuff like that.
Yeah, my friend brought their daughter and she came and took a picture with me, and that was like my first one of having a picture with somebody, and I was just like, she was only 5.
Wow, that's for you. That must have been like your highlight of your whole day.
Yeah, it was just watching her face, like she was so unsure of what was going on. She'd never been to a wrestling show, so she was watching it a bit, and she was sort of a bit unsure, like, oh, I'm not really, like, I don't know what's going on, why are they fighting? And then after a while, when she's getting the crowd reaction, especially the people that were, making the crowd laugh, and then she started laughing, and then suddenly she was like really into it. It's like sweet. It's like shows it doesn't take long.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's so awesome. You know, so where can people find you on your social medias?
It's Alice Azam, AZAM _ on Instagram. So I've just got an Instagram at the moment. So you can find me there, and I'm gonna start trying to update it with things and get it going. I've kind of just made it, so I hit the 100 mark, and I was like, yay, I'm a person, not a bot.
Oh jeez. Because when we messaged you, I got worried.
Harley said she's gonna add you now.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. She's gonna try to convince you to come to PPW, come to America. So,
Oh my gosh! Definitely send her the for PPW, Harley, so she can get it. So I don't have to like scattle through and find PPW on Instagram, like the cat typing on the keyboard. That's what
do you know what? It makes me think that, like, generally if you like book to go on holiday or something, like you're just focused on go on holiday, have a good time, go see some stuff. But then once you start wrestling, it's like, hey, I should try and go to a wrestling show. Like every time I go on holiday, just find an indie promotion and go see what that's about. Like, that's really exciting and really fun, like, to think about. I hope to be able to explore that more with different places that I go.
There's a nice places in PA. A lot.
I'm really gutted that I missed Stardom when I was in Japan because I had a hangover.
Oh jeez.
That was a stupid reason. I was kicking myself afterwards.
If you ever come to America, make sure you come around, like, I guess the fall. Pennsylvania has lots of nice trees, like the trees are turning orange and stuff like that.
That's always nice. I'm a nature person. I do like being out in nature.
A lot of nice hikes.
Joe, if you ever go to PPW, just so you know, she's the loudest person there.
I think I'll find her. It'll be like finding the bird. Caw, caw. It's the Harley. I think I hear the Harley. Caw, caw. Thought I heard my crow. No, that's Harley.
She said, "I'll be your first crowd loud fan in the USA."
No, good. I need a bit of noise, and come out as just like dead silence.
Oh my god, I know her. She's on Dudes at Ringside. She'll probably make a t-shirt.
Whether you're heel or face, she'll probably boo you or cheer you.
She'll like cheer you just because. You're like, I know him. I know her. She was on Dudes at Ringside. Or Daddy be like, she's a heel, Harley. You can't cheer. I want to, Daddy.
Yeah, this is the issue I had trying to be heel.
Yeah. But yeah, we want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You've been awesome. Hopefully, one day we could see you in America. You know?
Oh no, thanks for having me. It's been fun to do.
Yeah.
We definitely have to get you and the girls to come back and be able to come on back on podcast together.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure we can arrange that.
Yeah. Well, anything else?
I'm Metal Geek.
I'm Joe Panther the Third, and
I'm Alice Azam.
And we will see you in the next one.
Yeah, see you then.